The project is about working with others. It's a unit that's designed to allow young people the opportunity to work together as a group, to problem solve, to use all their skills and analysis and really bring a project from beginning to end.
The project was for our working with others, part of our NC Engineering course in the first year of our apprenticeship.
And for our apprenticeship we had to do a community project as well, so we decided to amalgamate them and do them as one.
We had two groups at the same time. We had an HNC group who on paper were academically better, who were very confident, quite assertive group, and we had the NC group who perhaps didn't have the best reputation, and so they felt they had a lot to prove. They wanted to increase their profile. They wanted to join together as a group more, and they wanted to do something very special.
It took us a good couple of weeks to decide what we wanted to do. It was a lot of brainstorming from all the team, all 12 members. We all came up with different ideas, and then we decided what was feasible. Health and safety came into play. What the work would allow to do is with the Rolls-Royce name being against it and the college. So there was a lot of work organising what we would end up deciding on and what we'd want to do, and that ended up being the charity race night.
The company supported the project by coaching the apprentices and how to work with each other, how to improve what they're already working with, and also strive for delivering excellence in every aspect of their learning as well as their employment. So we've been there coaching and supporting along with the college, in partnership with the college.
The organisation was at the start for a group of apprentices. It was quite a wide age range. There was a lot of work involved, which we never expected because we took on such a big task. I think a lot of people thought when we decided to do it for such a large number that we wouldn't be able to, we wouldn't cope with it. But that gave us more urge, if you want to say, to make sure it was a success.
We organised it by setting out roles where people using their strong points. So if we had somebody that worked in a bank, we set him to use out the accounts. We had somebody with contacts, so we used all them as like liaison with people. So we just kind of worked with people's strengths.
It took about nine months to organise. Sort of about 8 or 9 months to organise the whole thing. But we just had to start for the start. Like we had to get somewhere to first of all hold it, and then we just had to organise what we were going to do at it.
I found working with activity with the students from the college absolutely excellent. It was very refreshing. It was good to see them making a real positive impact into the community, whilst also learning valuable business skills, such as how to handle meetings, how to handle budgets, and very important things like how to handle and deal with real customers and real suppliers.
I wouldn't say we came across any challenges as such. We just sort of took them in our stride and got on with it. We seen it more as an opportunity than anything. Sort of main ones was we designed balloon weights for the tables. We couldn't get material, so we then went down to Blackburn to a manufacturer, and they actually designed the balloon weights for us. Different things like that. We just took in our stride and got on with it.
And so really the group on a weekly basis brought everything together and set targets for the future, which they kept to. There were very few problems or issues that weren't dealt with in a very confident and very sensitive manner.
The objectives grew all the time. First off, we just wanted to make it successful. The apprentice years and the years gone by had always done events, but we thought there was a big group of us, there was 12 of us, so we thought we'll do something big, and it ended up being huge. Our objectives were just to raise as much money as we could, learn as much as we could from it, and then see where it took us after that.
When I entered the race night, I have to admit I was very nervous. We'd released a group of apprentices into the public to organise and deliver a large event, a very high profile event, and I felt a bit like an expectant father. On the night went very smoothly. There were no hiccups. All the planning and preparation and training that they'd done shone through. They learned as they went through the night and changed one or two processes that they actually agreed, but they done it in a controlled manner, making sure that everyone's fully communicated to and that they were actually agreeing with the changing processes. They equipped themselves excellently and were excellent ambassadors, not only for Rolls-Royce but also Anniesland College.
We managed to raise, it was £3,420 something pounds, I'm not sure the exact figure, but we donated it to the Beatson Cancer Unit at the Gartnavel Hospital.
The difference this has made to the students is that they're now far more rounded individuals. They've got greater experience in how to work as a team, how to communicate within the team, but also they have more confidence within themselves to self-direct their own learning, and if they don't feel as if they're going in the right direction, to challenge that learning, to ask for either additional support or different pathways or different routes. Their confidence has grown hugely. When they started this project, there were a nice group of apprentices. By the time they finished this project, they were an excellent team.
The fact that we were able to change people's opinions on us was very big to us, because we knew by the end of the year at college everybody was speaking so highly of us, and maybe at the start of the year the feedback we weren't getting wasn't the best feedback we wanted. So to change people's opinions and to show everybody that we were able to do it and make it more of a success than anybody ever thought of was excellent for us.
You learn a lot about communication. That's one of the core skills we had to work on as well, working with others, how to work effectively together. So everything subtly builds up, but you do improve like your team skills.
The skills that I learned, I became more sort of confident in myself. Like I can go on site now, and if I have to go and ask to do something, I can go and try and find the certain people. There's 1,000 people on our site at one time, so trying to find the right person to do something for you can be quite challenging. But it's just having that confidence, going and speaking to people and finding out what you need to know. So I would say the main one for me would be confidence. Before
the night itself, and I could never have imagined myself going up and speaking in front of 350 people. But when it came, it was easy enough. It wasn't difficult or anything. So now I could do that, no bother. Communicating amongst other members of the team during organising it. I never thought I'd have as big an input as I did, like with suggestions and just carrying out the tasks. So I think that sort of helped me as well.
The project has helped the apprentices in many ways to further their experience with regards to the apprenticeship. Not only has it made them much more confident learners within the working with others type sector, but also within the engineering sector. They feel far more confident to challenge things and to ask more questions, whether it's in engineering, whether it's to do with finance, whether it's to do with how teams work and how businesses work. I think they also have a greater realisation about how organisations work, and it's not just as easy as what they originally thought it was. I think the main thing is about their confidence.
In one way, Rolls-Royce has been able to observe students in a way that we wouldn't have normally done under these circumstances. I think for them, they have learned the value of working in a very strong, dynamic, confident team. They have bonded very well together, and they have made friends that are going to last a lifetime, but they're also very focused. They are a group of young people who have looked very much to the future, have focused on the development, and really could do anything in the future.
It was some experience. From the very beginning, we thought, yeah, it's a wee charity event that we need to organise, but it just grew arms and legs, and it could have really got on top of us, and it could have came and bit us in the backside, but we kept on top of it and really learned from the experience. It was really awesome, and looking back at it now, we're about a year on, and we're still talking about it. People still talk about it in the college. Still people talk it in work as well, so it was amazing. Yeah.